If Meghan returns to Britain, it won't be a visit. It could be the most calculated power move of the year. If Shia is involved in another altercation, it's no longer an accident. If Kim is seen with Lewis Hamilton, it isn't just romance. And if Diddy is released early, that's not an ending. It could be one of the most controversial comebacks in entertainment. 4 names, 4 narratives, but one real question: who controls the story, and who is losing control of it? The name Meghan Markle is once again circulating across British headlines. Reports suggest she may be preparing for a carefully structured return to the United Kingdom. Yet what truly ignited debate wasn't the idea of returning. It was the alleged residence linked to the speculation, Royal Lodge, a property long associated with Prince Andrew. And at the center of it all stands King Charles III. If such an offer were real, this would not simply be about accommodation. Royal Lodge is symbolic, and in the royal family, symbolism is strategy. A reappearance in Britain, particularly under those circumstances, would instantly shift the global media narrative. Would it signal reconciliation, or would it represent a carefully managed effort to regain narrative control before it spirals? In royal optics, where you appear matters as much as when you appear. If Meghan represents calculation, then Shia LaBeouf represents volatility. During Mardi Gras celebrations, the actor reportedly became embroiled in another confrontation. Explanations have surfaced, including references to a so-called small man complex, yet the public response feels less concerned with justification and more focused on pattern. His career has long been defined by extremes, remarkable talent followed by turbulence. In Hollywood, mistakes can be forgiven, but repetition reshapes perception. When controversy becomes cyclical, it begins to look less like misfortune and more like identity. The issue is no longer one night. It is long-term credibility, and credibility is the most fragile currency in the industry. Meanwhile, a short video clip in Arizona triggered a very different kind of frenzy. Kim Kardashian was seen alongside Lewis Hamilton. A simple roadside stop in the desert was enough to ignite millions of online reactions. Romantic, innocent, strategic, at Kim's level, appearances rarely happen without awareness of their impact. At Lewis's level, personal brand extends far beyond the Formula One grid. If this is genuine, it could represent the merging of 2 global influence machines. If not, silence alone keeps the speculation alive. In today's media ecosystem, confirmation is optional. Ambiguity performs just as effectively. Yet the most consequential development may lie elsewhere. Sean Combs, widely known as Diddy, is reportedly eligible for early release while appealing his 4-year sentence. Participation in rehabilitation programs has been cited as a potential factor. However, reduced time does not equal restored reputation. Diddy built an empire on influence, luxury and dominance within the music business. The legal dimension is only one layer. The larger question is public trust. Audiences today are quicker, more critical and less forgiving. An early release could frame a redemption arc, or it could become the ultimate stress test of whether legacy outweighs controversy. 4 individuals, 4 different forms of power under pressure. Meghan may be repositioning, Shia may be repeating, Kim may be expanding, Diddy may be gambling on reinvention. But the common thread is not fame. It is narrative vulnerability. In the digital era, reputation no longer evolves slowly. It fluctuates at headline speed. And ultimately, power no longer sits solely in palaces, film studios, racetracks or recording booths. It resides in interpretation. A return can be read as reconciliation, or maneuvering. An incident can be viewed as a lapse, or a pattern. A sighting can signify romance, or strategy. An early release can signal growth, or final decline. In the end, celebrities may initiate the story, but the audience decides its meaning. So here's the real question. Over the next 6 months, which of these names will create the biggest shift? Because in the age of digital influence, perception moves faster than fact, and once it moves, it rarely waits.